February brings us the first Mercury retrograde of the year on the 26th. The reason it's called a retrograde is simply because of the placement of Mercury in its orbit and how it looks from Earth's perspective as if it's going backwards. It's an optical illusion, if you will, from Earth's perspective, and the planet isn't actually moving backwards. Energetically, however, there is usually noticeable regression in things around communication, technology, travel, contracts, and also our internal thought loops. Mercury rules how we think, we speak, we plan, we learn, and process information. So, with all the other astrological movements around, those same themes of visibility and speaking your truth, I would definitely be very vigilant about miscommunication, double checking those emails and text messages, maybe opt for in person or phone calls instead if there's an option, especially around heavier topics to discuss, just to make sure nothing gets lost in translation. Just expect delays in deliveries or plans and needing to reschedule things. Also, issues or people from the past may pop back in for things like old conversations that still need to be closed, or shadow work as part of your practice issues you thought you've already resolved might visit again. Not because anything is wrong necessarily, but just because retrogrades are sort of a review periods for things that are unfinished or that we're still practicing to fully embody. For example, if we've recently learned a new skill set to navigate something in a less reactive way, there may be an opportunity to practice that skill again. If you push forward aggressively during a Mercury retrograde, things tend to get messy. So, similarly to eclipses, it's best to just lean into listening and learning, and then taking action after the retrograde if you can avoid it. Don't make any important decisions if you can avoid it. Don't sign contracts or start new ventures. So, with the themes of February we've already discussed, this particular retrograde could also present more internally intense things. So, becoming aware of maybe negative self talk because Mercury amplifies that inner dialogue. So use the 5 wise skills that we learned last month to work with those triggers. Also look out for self-betrayal where we give in for a cause or a person, but really ending up hurting ourselves. And then also notice where we haven't taken action, where we said we were going to take action. Those actions that are supporting the life we say we want to create for ourselves, but maybe haven't taken action yet. This is often the time when people start falling off the bus if they set goals or intentions for the year, or notice that here at month 2 maybe they haven't gotten as far as they wanted to. New Year's resolutions are infamous for falling off the bus at this point of the year. So the best way to work with a retrograde and its energies is to use it as a review period to make sure your actions are calibrated with the life that you want to create.